Wednesday. I'll start over. Opening the meeting for Conservation Commission, June 17th, 2026. You want to do the minutes first? There's two of them. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do them first. Get it out of the way.
I had that. Oh, okay. That's for you.
Good. I'm good.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from April and May.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Who seconded it?
Yeah. Okay, first up is Mish. What do we need to do for him?
He
Right.
filed a request for determination
Okay,
on property.
do we have
that?
I don't have it.
Bonnie said you usually reads it.
Okay.
Okay,
Pass this
go ahead.
Okay, so, as you know, Mr. Mish, did file a request for determination on, the property that he has off of Summers Road. He's replacing a house in town. So for a determination under project description, the area around the proposed house will be cleared and graded. This is right from his request. The planned clearing will be between the edge of the easement and 25 feet away from the NHESP and the wetland area. There will not be any clearing or grading on the driveway within 25 feet of the protected area. The clearing and leveling is necessary to build a single-story 2,400 square foot house and a 1,200 square foot garage. So, in the discussions and the mapping that, he gave us, it appears, and you guys will have to vote on this, but it appears it was negative determination. The area described is not an area subject to jurisdiction under the act or the buffer zone. And, a negative is good. That's a good determination.
Yeah, that's.
And then I just put down, I knew that Mr. Mish was gonna be here, so checked off that it would be delivered to him by hand. Like here. So there's two copies of that second to last page. You have to sign next to your names on both copies. So we keep one for the office and then Mr. Mish can walk home with one.
Yep.
How do you know where the boundary is?
GPS coordinates, and then
Alright, so
the surveyors are coming out too, but we're
Okay.
well inside those. And the other thing is the grading probably won't come anywhere near any of that. So I just have to push back behind where the original house was because they had a basement and I'm slab on grade, so I can, can't back that without issues with the concrete.
So we don't need to go out there and show you where the boundary is or what we're aware of.
The surveyor is coming again this week, so once I know that, but we're not getting anywhere near it. The only other question I have is, I've heard that I can use wood chips for a silt fence, just to make sure while I'm doing it, is that true or not?
Use what?
Wood chips for a silt fence, because I know they're doing that.
Oh, I never heard that one.
I haven't seen it, but I don't know.
Is that something I could follow up on with you guys, or?
Where did you hear that?
I know there's, I have a friend in a different county that was allowed to do that by their conservation. I'm not, it doesn't really, it's not gonna end the world for me either, both, I have them there, so I figured why
Yeah.
not, right? So,
We usually recommend the silt fence or the straw wattles.
Yeah.
okay, that's fine,
But-
it's not gonna cut the problem either way, I just have the chip there, so I was just hoping,
Oh,
not a big deal. And I don't expect, with the grading to change much of what's out there, it's all sand anyway. So
Okay.
water doesn't go wrong.
okay. So we need to vote first, Bonnie,
Yes,
on it. So. Wanna. Make a motion to. Accept, is that the right word? So let them
Issue.
forward with the project,
issue,
issue a negative,
no,
no,
yeah, a
Um,
negative determination
determination
in the number.
on. What was the? Where's the number on here? First time I've done that.
Should be on.
There we go.
I don't see it here.
Okay, it's negative determinant, number one.
Yeah. Oh, number one. Okay, I thought you meant.
Isn't there a number for
The
the?
DEP number or anything?
No,
like
no,
that?
no, not on determination.
Okay, all right. So negative determination on, which is number one on this form. Okay. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So.
Should be two.
Yep, there's another one right here.
That's that other one.
Not to argue about one.
Right. And so down.
Yeah, that's it.
What's that?
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. Next is the South Ridge.
Did you want to do this?
Oh, is she here? Oh, okay.
Yeah, she just
Okay.
came in. We also have a sign up sheet here too. up front.
Yeah, yeah. We'll do hers first. And you, yeah. Yeah. Which is the map that you got in your folder. Yeah. That's hers. So we don't have anything. The determination or anything, right, from her?
Yeah, so a little bit of background.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll pull it up the JSC.
Did you send them your property plan, the one from Mike?
I gave.
Okay, yeah.
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 So on Bennett Road, I believe you are planning to build a and upon reviewing like the plans for the home, we can see that let me find it. It's not numbered. So
It's next to 260, if that helps.
okay.
You put in 260 and then you can click on it.
Okay.
That's how I find it.
Okay, got it. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you can see, the home is being planned to be built here and it comes close to this, wetland boundary. So, we asked Ann to come in to present, your findings from like your surveying. Just to show the commission the plans to make sure that none of the wetlands are disturbed. I believe you also have a, turtle protection plan, in the works as well.
Yeah, so I'll brief you on that. So yeah, the project's in natural heritage habitat. I filed with them, I did the turtle assessment and did the review. I just got the results back today. I didn't even get to submit it to you guys, but they're actually not requiring a turtle protection plan.
Oh, okay.
So it's a no turtle protection plan needed. I did the wetlands out here probably, I don't remember, last fall or something like that, late last summer. Yeah, and then Mike Smith surveyed everything, plotted it up, and we kept everything well outside the riverfront area and the buffer zone. It's a nice big flat sandy pine forest up by the road, and that's where they're working. There's an existing road, like a woods road that goes in, and there's like a shed back in the woods. Like that's, so the shed that's on the plan is existing, that's already there. And that's outside the riverfront area too, but they're not going past that.
Okay.
We're not even near that.
So where is it approximately on that?
Can you turn on the aerial? I don't know if this is mass map or not.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Talking about the shed,
Yeah, I'll show you.
right outside their flagging,
Oh, I see it.
like a little,
Oh, yeah, wow.
You have the plans with you, maybe that.
There's a,
They have this one.
yeah, there's a little.
Oh, yeah, okay.
okay. Got
You
it.
can see the house is well,
Yeah.
way back.
Yeah, the house is still gonna be set forward and they're just including
Oh,
the shed in the yard, because
I
it's.
see, two sheds.
Yeah, what's this old shed?
There's one way back here.
Yeah, that's the existing shed. Yeah, that's already there.
This would be a new one.
No, not the one,
It's existing.
that's the existing shed.
What is it?
wood.
What's this?
Oh, that's existing too.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a pond back there. There's like a little
Yeah.
shed out by that too.
Okay,
That's not part of the project.
Yeah. Or what, wait.
yeah, okay.
So I think,
Okay.
you might wanna like discuss and see if you wanted to like what route you wanna take, whether it's RDA or if you don't think that's necessary. It's-
I mean, if it's not going anywhere near the wetland, I don't see a problem.
I mean, the closest is at 200 foot, right? And that's,
Yeah, and that's,
they're even outside of
Very
that.
well defined. It's not like, you can see where the stream is and then.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
Also, I talked to Board of Health today. She left a packet here.
I have.
yes.
Okay,
got it.
wonderful. Told me to make sure that I grab that.
So, yeah, I guess we're all right on this.
Which
Yeah.
stream is that? What stream is it?
I don't think it has a name.
It's just,
It's not Eastbrook?
I have to go back and look at.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
But it's parades.
it's perennial,
It's on the other side, right?
Yeah.
Goes into Laughing.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's a perennial stream?
yeah,
okay,
You said it was perennial stream?
It's perennial.
Okay.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, there's a dam on that pond. That's why it's a pond. The stream is.
That's probably an old farm or
Oh,
something.
yeah, it's
Way back.
like a legit
Yeah.
dam that was. built
The old
probably.
Wentworth property, I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but that's what they actually call it on one of the maps that I looked at. It says Wentworth Pond,
Oh,
really, yeah,
okay.
but that was the name of the man who owned it.
Mm.
Do you wanna vote on that?
What do we need to vote on?
To not pursue an RDA?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to not pursue an RDA. I'll second it. Yeah. All in favor? Yeah. Good. Okay.
Okay. Do I need to get a septic line or anything?
Not by us.
Oh, no.
I don't think so,
But she's just getting it new and.
Just
Yeah.
wrapping it off here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Did they
thank
approve
you.
your septic? Is that what it was? Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're
Excellent.
along.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
I'll send you the email tomorrow with the natural heritage stuff on it and like explain everything. But,
Wonderful.
I mean, you should be ready to go.
All right,
Yeah.
great. Thank you.
Awesome. No
Thank you
problem.
so
Yeah.
much, Steve. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
That's what we're here.
Okay,
Okay.
so next,
See what's
Yeah.
up there. Okay.
we're gonna move into the to the violations at South Ridge Estates.
Yep.
Basically, just a little background, so everyone's clear, about a year ago, the commission investigated the violations behind a property on South Ridge Estates. There was a large clearing, I'll put it up in the GIS in a second, and now we recently went back to check on that as well. And we've talked to both the property owner and the potential violators. And we have a revegetation plan that we want to put in place. And yeah, so we have both parties here tonight. And so we want to reach a conclusion on how the revegetation plan is going to be put in place. And the signage, types of signage and everything like that. And just, so it's clear the piece of property that's happened on has a what's called order of conditions, which basically the main statement of the order of conditions that involves us is that no piece of this property can be disturbed at any time, has to remain in its natural state forever. So given that there was alteration, that's why it's become a big deal. But yeah, ultimately we want to talk about the revegetation plan and the signage and charging for the financial burden of that as well. And we have also an order we'll have you take a look at. An enforcement order that Bonnie typed up today.
Okay.
So up to you, do you want to talk to both parties? And
Well, yes. So we did have Steve come out and delineate the wetlands out there, correct?
Yep.
And it's all flagged.
Yep, I feel it, yeah.
So signs need to be put up designating that, no disturb somehow. I don't know the wording that we
Do
need.
you want those on the wetland or on like a 25-foot?
That's a good question.
Well, it would have to be 25 feet.
yeah,
Yeah, okay. And he was going to be writing up a reclamation.
Yeah, I just gave the proposal over to Russ to
Okay.
do it, so.
Okay. So this being your property, the financial burden falls on you, obviously. It's yours. So I don't know where to go with it now, but signs need to be put up.
we're saying that even if someone else did the violation, because it's your property, the financial burden falls on you for the revegetation plan and the signage.
Yeah, and like I stated at the other meetings, I'm willing more than to, work with the signage and. I've heard 3 different if you want something fairly inexpensive like, PVC tubes, I'm willing to try to help for, get those and put those, but as far as my good faith of, I want to talk down numbers, but a few $100. I don't feel responsible for the other restoration plan costs.
I understand that, but that's up to you to pursue that. It's your property.
So we
I understand, but
do have a copy of this for the enforcement.
no.
So they have to vote on issuing this, correct? Yeah. Okay, so we typed up an enforcement order.
Okay,
That's gonna be issued to you because it's your property. And basically the commission's gonna vote and then sign on this. It's essentially saying that
We can go louder, please.
we have an enforcement order
Correct.
that is gonna be issued to you as the property owner. And despite, I know you just said that the revegetation plan doesn't bond you, but with this enforcement order, it's gonna have to because it's your property. So you're gonna be fully financially responsible for the signage that's gonna be implemented and the revegetation plan. If someone else did this violation, that, it's your property and you weren't okay with that, you're gonna have to separately go after the party. Okay, because we are only dealing with the property owner.
Have you ever dealt with a situation like this previous?
I have not.
I don't think so. They have.
Bonnie,
We're all in new territory here. And your firms, I've always considered them great neighbors, friends with them. I did speak with Dean, when there was some issues about shooting and other stuff that was going on. At that point, I think he said that he would be responsible. I said, I don't want to get a lawyer involved. Like, let's just use a scenario. Someone drives over Eric's house with a big truck, makes a bunch of damage, knocks down a bunch of trees, it tips over in the wetlands. Is he responsible for that?
He's responsible for.
No,
Yeah.
well, if the guy doesn't have insurance, he's gonna have to get a lawyer and blah, blah, blah. So we're all on new ground here, so why don't we take our time, talk to the people, and which I'm open for like an open discussion,
well,
but I think that's where I stand.
we have done that already.
Oh.
That's why we're here. This has been over a year that we've been
Well,
pursuing this.
now the firms are here, I don't want,
And
I heard, the conservation says this and that. So the restoration plan, Steve, was only sent to me.
I sent you the proposal for it, I haven't done it yet, yeah. And then I would just be making the plan and someone else would have to implement.
No, I
yeah,
understand.
Plan things or whatever.
I think obviously the firm should see the restoration plan. And then,
well, that's up to you. You're the property owner. It's delivered to you. That's up to you to go
okay,
to them
Here,
with it.
you have a
have
copy.
a plan here.
I do not.
It's with the
If
wetland
one of us
scientist.
that went to the conservation commission, if one went to me. Or-
No,
No, I just said it was a
he
proposal.
just gave you a proposal.
Yeah.
There's nothing final yet, so.
We haven't even started it yet, so.
Well, how do we proceed with that so the firms can see what the proposal is? Should I give them a copy?
Yeah, you could give them a copy of the proposal and then you
Yeah.
can work out with them.
Sure, that's,
Whether
that's,
you pay it, they pay it, you can split it or something.
Personally, I don't think I should be financially responsible for a lot of money, like as good faith, I'm willing to,
we don't know what it's gonna cost.
Pardon?
I don't know what it's gonna cost.
I mean, the commission basically is trying to reestablish what was there before. That's
Right.
it. We're not looking to go above and beyond. We're not looking to implement new things. Whatever was previous to, that's our concern. You as a property owner are issued it.
You guys look over the proposal also.
So if you want me to send it to them, I can. but-
So we're talking about putting it back to not the original, so when we moved in, it was exactly like it is now. There's a right of way that the pond was supposed to go by, so.
Yeah,
Just there. Other than there was a big 6 foot, maybe 5 to 6 foot gully that had formed between the 2 yards. I think that's the crux of this issue.
We're talking about the vegetation part of it.
No, I totally understand. The gully formed on its own over years of just rain or whatever.
yeah,
The pond had been dredged and a big pile of the dredgings was there. And we moved the dredgings into this big gully.
okay.
Yeah. The vegetation that was there was, and I don't know how it looks from above, but on the ground, it wasn't like old growth forest like you see, like we have all along the back of the property.
Yeah,
There's
well, we've been there.
second growth forest,
Yeah.
maybe third, maybe. What was there was scrub brush, wild grapevines and whatnot. So if you're trying to replicate junk trees and scrub brush, I get it, but there was no like beautiful oak trees or anything like that. dude.
Well, weren't you out there and you said you saw evidence of disruption of?
Yeah, I mean, you could tell that there was material over the surface, like what was moved around and like rocks were piled up on the edge and.
And trees were cut down and.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could look at the older aerials and see kind of what happened out there.
The revegetation, like, just, it doesn't matter specifically what kind of vegetation was there before. He's trying to reestablish a proper vegetation plan in accordance with what's around it so that like invasives don't take over the area. Because as you can see, like that a significant area was
Yeah.
cleared.
Yeah.
That cleared area is gonna be all poison ivy.
Yeah.
and
The foundation
Virginia
too.
creeper and all kinds of stuff like that eventually.
House.
Yeah, this is what was cleared.
Well, yeah,
And this is where the wetlands are. Where is it? Yeah, here.
So,
So what was the, what did the blue indicate?
So,
that's the storm drain thing that the town.
I think that's what was dug out when you said the pond was dug out. That's the detention basin
Exactly.
for the sub, yeah.
Towns, yeah.
So the town will let trees grow to the point where they can't get to that drainage to do their whatever 20-year drain.
I mean, that storm drain easement is not on us to enforce.
and the clearing is, he said the storm easement isn't on us to enforce, and the clearing is primarily behind that or into the side of it.
Right.
So that's why we're not concerned about that. But
But if the soil has been disrupted and the natural state has been disrupted, we have to repair that. So if that includes putting in trees to lay down a
understand.
soil,
I understand.
what's the root system in order to maintain that, that's what we're trying to do.
and I'm gonna read the enforcement order just so
Okay, yep.
you have that information. And also, Russ, to address your earlier point, no matter like if this is the commission's first time dealing with this, there's a legal precedent for how this is handled, and that's what we're following. So that's why the financial burden falls on you. But in the words of the enforcement order, the extent and type of activity, disturbing and clear cutting a section of the protected resource area behind lot 19 and a smaller area behind lot 17 on Southbridge Road. This area is protected under the original order of conditions. Condition number 23 states, at no time, present or future, is there any disturbance within the wetland boundary as shown on the submitted site plan. See attached. If erosion into the bordering vegetated wetland occurs, all work shall stop, and the Conservation Commission immediately notified by the environmental scientists once remediation and additional mitigation measures have been put in place and approved by the commission. A notice to proceed will be issued. And the border of the resource area and limit of work are on the site shall clearly be marked in the field by stakes or flags at 25-foot intervals, surveyed and recorded on a plan. The Conservation Commission is including specific number monuments for marking boundaries of wetland and natural heritage no disturb zones. The commission hired Steve Liberty, a wetland and environmental consultant, to flag the resource area. This has been completed. The monuments are expected to be installed and the commission to be notified for inspection by September 15th, 2026. So those are the two important pieces of information in the enforcement order.
What's the last date, September?
Yeah, September 15th, 2026.
For the no disturb markers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's fine.
I also wanted to talk to you and get you guys' opinion on a timeline for the revegetation plan as well.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend planting anything now. I mean, probably fall is the best time to plant anything. I would recommend.
Yeah.
So.
Fall or spring.
Like,
Yeah, or next spring, yeah.
if we wanted to have like a kind of like a hard deadline for that, what would you recommend?
I mean, given some of the back and forth and stuff, I'd probably say next spring.
Okay.
You know, and ideally it could happen in the fall, but you get a bigger window in the spring and you always have a chance of, bad freeze and stuff popping out of the ground in the winter.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So I think now, vote on this enforcement order, you can take a look at it too, and then also sign. And, then you'll issue that to Russ, and.
Yep.
This is your time to ask questions about it.
Guys, even the, these are.
Oh, those are the two, which way are they sign?
Oh,
Those, they have these.
those are the two to be signed.
Oh,
Okay, you signed those two. Maybe that was,
This is what you just read, but.
for this side,
oh, that has all the things to it. Okay. So yeah, you guys can sign these two.
Oh, and this is just your copy?
Yeah, I think these have more information.
Okay, got it.
one.
Well, don't sign it yet. Vote on it.
Sure.
I don't know if it's on the agenda, but since Russ is here, we had a question on his other property, I don't know what the Mill Street rear property. I don't know if we could talk about that for 5 minutes.
Yeah, all right, let's finish this first.
Yeah, we'll finish this and then.
Okay.
Oh, it's a little kind of cruise off.
Okay, I make a motion to approve the enforcement order for, well, for South Ridge Estates.
Second. All in favor?
I,
Don't sign that one. No, that's
Baby,
Joe's copy.
baby, 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 baby.
Did you have a question, Russ?
Well, I haven't seen the enforcement order. I think I understand. But without any questions off there.
So you
It's
understand,
just like, all the parties, the firms, the conservation commission, and Steve, they have all the paperwork, so we can all, when we're asking questions, we'll all be more knowledgeable.
you mean like the revegetation plan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless,
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter what the
I
revegetation.
understand the legality.
somewhere in here
Yeah.
it says,
You just make,
it says
you can make
the
copies or
replication
distribute them, or
done by October.
I could run around and make copies as well. But to be honest with you,
Right.
I haven't walked this property much in the last 25 years. And I don't mind putting a little time involved and a little money. Show good face, but.
okay.
Any help with it from the commission.
Make an amendment. Amendment.
I'll
Everybody,
have to,
so I'm assuming the next meeting, we're gonna discuss other things.
I'm not sure, I mean,
yeah.
Well,
then it would
then
be-
by that time,
Yeah, okay.
Burns will have seen the, restoration plan.
Just,
I
might not have to amend,
I,
vote to amend a date change.
Okay.
I'm gonna check.
but, you know.
Talking about the order of conditions.
But I really haven't.
Yeah.
Because
No, enforcement order,
it's my property, you know, like,
reclamation date.
I think the Burns, you know.
We change
like
it to
they
spring.
indicate
Says October on it.
covering The cost of that,
Just
just have some input.
No, that's September.
There's a chance
For that.
to plant,
Oh, you put October.
you know, fruit trees or. I don't know, like I said, I didn't look over.
So I don't have the plan yet. I didn't start that, but I would probably work with you and them to like,
Yeah.
as long as they're
So
native
just put
species,
together
it's
and
probably
try to have a
fine.
smooth land.
I think that's great. All we're saying is the financial burden falls on the property owner.
Yeah.
And whatever that is,
You know, I mean, you don't have all the time, but I told them that. like-
yeah, no, I'm just saying, just because you said,
Sorry, you keep repeating.
no, I get it. It's just because you
That's
just.
why I made the scenario. Somebody drives on one of your properties, truck overturns and you have wetlands. The guy has no insurance, but you're gonna call your lawyer.
True, but
But I don't wanna do.
But it still would fall on us and then the lawyer would. Same with a car accident.
All we're saying is that, no, it doesn't, like, just because you said, I was only repeating it because you said, if it's a little like, you know, a couple hundred, it could be more than that. And that's what's
Right.
it's gonna happen.
Right, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I just want us all to be, you know, all the members, myself, Steve, the currents.
Ah.
Reading off the same page.
So,
Well, we said, restoration finished October 15th, and Steve suggested,
Great. So we can amend it.
I can just.
Yeah.
Amend that.
Yeah, we'll amend that.
Okay. Have a good day in the spring,
May 31st.
May 31st?
Yeah.
sounds good. Sure.
We'll amend that and then give him a copy.
Well, we'll vote on the change.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a, motion to amend the enforcement order to read for the reclamation to be finished by May 31st of 2027. Second that. All in favor?
Hi,
Okay.
Steve, what's in the proposal?
It's just a cost estimate to,
Okay, so there's no like outline of this might work, that it's just
No.
basically,
No types of
just like
vegetation.
hourly estimate of how long it'll take me to put the restoration plan together.
Okay.
so you won't. If we're requiring it, shouldn't he submit it to us and we review it and submit it to Russ?
The restoration plan?
I think the commission would want to review it also.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's what,
I mean, I might get some input from them, but the final plan, I'll.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
All right, yeah, all right.
okay.
Oh. I definitely hope they can come with their parents. I'll give it down the office.
Yeah, all right,
Everything's working right.
Okay. go ahead.
So you're good with that? Do you wanna do the Mill Street?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just making a copy for the parents.
Oh, awesome.
Of this.
Yeah.
So if you wanna wait, well, you wanna take notes on,
I'll take notes.
okay, all right. Okay,
Oh,
Oh, can I talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Sure.
Yeah, so Russ has obviously got that other property off Mill Street. It's only accessible through East Long Meadow
Mhm.
town. There's two entrances to that site, right? There's really three. There's three dead end streets that go into it. On the map.
Yeah, what's the address?
go to Bryn Mawr. Bryn Mawr, East Long Meadow.
Yeah, or Ainsley or something.
Yeah.
It's easier to.
That's one of the streets from 83, yeah.
It's fun.
Just like that, but it's
No
East Long
space.
Meadow.
It's all one word, I think, right?
Yeah, it's one
word all together.
No, wait, cause it's,
The W on it.
oh wait, this is, do you want, there we go.
Well, it won't be here. That's your town GIS.
Yeah,
Oh, you want on Google?
Yeah, just go with like. Or you can type Ainsley Drive, I think is the other
I'll
one.
do that.
It's spelled weird. It's like A. There we go. Yeah. Or Annalise, that's that one. There you go.
Okay. Oh, it's back.
Yeah, right here. So this is Ainsley, it dead ends. And if you zoom up this way a little bit, there's another street. Oh, right there. I don't know what the name of this.
I think
street
that's
is.
Bryn Mawr Extension.
Yeah, and that one dead ends here. This is all Russ's property. Scantic River like bisects it, so you
Mhm.
can't get to the side of the property from Hampden, you can only get to it from East Long Meadow. I delineated it, like Smith's surveying it. I think next week he said we might have a plan of all the wetlands out there, so I flagged everything throughout here, out here. I got pretty much everything on the side of the Scantic.
Okay,
So we got a sense of what's what and everything. Right now, there's, the main entrance is here, right? And there used to be a greenhouse or something here in the fifties or sixties.
Yeah, that was the main farm road.
Those old structures in the woods are all
Oh.
falling down, concrete pads, but there's a road, it dead ends on a fence. You can kind of get in, there's like a 2-track, like truck road that then
Yeah,
goes
farm road.
behind all these houses. You can see it right here.
Yep.
And it comes out, it drives up, and then it comes back out here and comes back out on the street too. Like there's another couple
Yep.
over here. The town of East Long Meadow blocked this off, so we can't get
Right.
it. Right, I think there's some local politics that are just like, we
Yeah.
don't want you coming into the site from here, we'd rather you go in from here. But here, you're a lot closer to the Scantic River, there's wetlands off the Scantic River. I mean, the road's all in upland, and there's another stream that comes in somewhere in
Drainage
here.
subdivision.
Yeah, it's a stream that is like piped under the whole subdivision
Oh,
out here and feeds into the Scantic. But there's a, little road here that comes in, so this is how he's been getting in. He'd love to get it through here, because I don't have any wetlands anywhere near this, right? The closest wetlands are back in here.
right,
And there's stuff way up here. So ultimately, he'd like to come in here. The town of East Long Meadow is telling him
yeah,
no.
that's,
I did a little analysis for him to bring the planning board. East Long Meadow was like, well, if you go through here, you're gonna have to probably get an order of conditions from you guys to kind of upgrade the road and fix the culverts. There's some collapse.
where is the exact border then?
Town border,
Yeah,
like right behind this backyard.
right along that road?
Yeah,
That's
that
East
dirt-
Long Meadow.
Okay,
The neighbors, it used
Not-
to be a farm, my
Yeah.
cousin and I used to farm, all that was cleared. If
right,
you want to jump back photographs like you have for South Ridge, you can see the area was all cleared.
yeah, it's the old orchards.
No, yeah, I know,
Basically,
Yeah,
oh, yeah, okay.
dry access is
Never heard
about
of
rights because of town politics. And just to bring up a couple technicalities, I'm not the record owner. My daughter,
Right.
Sarah, is the
Yeah.
record owner.
I've said that before.
He has hired an attorney from Northampton called Attorney Pill. We've been back and forth with the town for over 6 months with land court meetings and whatnot. They still are trying to force their hand, so to have me use the Ainsley Road, which 60-year-old drainage is in disrepair. And instead of the dry access, which makes more common sense. So what I thought, when speaking with Steve, we could have some of the mission, like, kind of come out there and see it in the field. Because the town of East Long Meadow, as snooty as they are, didn't even realize there was a farm gate there for 60 years. And one of the town managers says, oh, there's a gate there, oh, he has access there. They thought for some reason that I didn't have access. I have legal access, my daughter does.
The one off Bryn Mawr?
Up Ainsley.
Off Ainsley,
They
yeah.
don't want to correct me, mainly because actually it's Chief Police that used to be in Hampden, lives within sight of the entrance. And he's using his foot to try.
Whatever, that's,
So that's the truth of the story.
yeah, so,
I'd like to try to have the commission look at it and see what their opinion is, where the entrance should be.
well, I can't determine that, but we could look at the Ainsley entrance and see how difficult it is.
Yeah, that was
If
my
at all.
thought on it, is like, if we could, I can either, I mean, it's kind of silly to like want a friendly denial, but we could file something
If,
just to say no.
I mean, if we go in there and the road itself is within 25 foot or then.
Yeah, I mean, the
You know,
road,
Yeah, the road's been there for 100.
I know, but
the road crosses a stream to get in, there's another stream,
Yeah.
like this whole thing in here.
I mean, right down in the gate itself.
So, I mean, that's what we're all here for, is protect the wetlands. So
Yeah,
I
right.
just-
Oh, I understand where you're coming from, yeah. No,
It makes more sense.
but we can't tell them what to say.
No, I'm
That's
not,
all.
it's just an opinion. That, yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why I've been working closely with Steve, to kind of take baby steps.
Yep.
Because, every time I go out there and cut some prickers, so my grandkids can drive through the farm road on their quads or something, the phones start ringing and East Long Meadow Conservation, Hampden Conservation, there's a couple
Yeah.
of neighbors. You could make a gold mine out there, offer them 50%, they wouldn't want it.
I know.
Just that you've seen it over the years.
We were there when?
Yeah, they called me.
That was last summer.
Yeah,
Last summer?
there was no violation. In fact, the area that was brush hogged a few months earlier, there was a young beaver that took down a whole bunch of trees. That's why we wanted to chip up the debris, so
Yeah.
it wasn't a fire hazard.
Yeah, I remember walking some of that farm road, but I don't know in relation to the road, how far back that river was.
We'll have the,
Right.
so I'll have the survey. so-
Okay, yeah.
It was too thick to.
Yeah, well,
See anything.
we need to determine that.
Yeah.
You know how tough it is to get surveyors, or it's pretty good, and I am too, with Mike Smith, and he said he'd have something possibly next week, but.
Next week.
it'd be next meeting, but
Yeah,
unless we could maybe, kind of.
Well, that was the other thing you wanted to ask too, it's like, the road that comes through here, it's getting overgrown, or just the stuff on the side is going into the
Yeah,
road.
yeah.
He was gonna ask for permission to just cut, vertical off the side of the road so you can drive the truck in, cause this is
Oh.
really the only access now.
No trees, no chainsaws,
right.
It's like,
weed whacker and a.
Edge clips, like
Well, I think we should go look first.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
asking for. I mean, if you wanna send me Eric, all you wanna come.
Well, yeah.
How
I'm-
overgrown is it now?
I thought-
Well, you can drive here, but it scratches the heck out of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Alright.
You can, it's.
I mean, it's possible to get back
probably
there.
6 or 8 feet of no prickers, and then there's probably 3 feet of prickers. And
Yeah, no,
laurel rows, stuff like that.
I know it's, I've been on trails like that.
So,
Well, I'm not here next week, so
Here, Mom, on vacation next week.
I'm leaving tomorrow, so I can't.
yeah, there's no mean.
I'm just saying.
We'll just set up some time to.
Yeah.
have a meeting up there and
Yeah,
look at it.
sure. The week after sometime if you,
I'm gone those 2 weeks after next week.
so
I
whatever,
just don't
yeah.
wanna, the impressions of me are very misguided.
I mean,
And every time somebody does something, I'm the one that did it. And,
Well, unfortunately, it falls on you because it's your property.
it goes back to the South Road subdivision,
Whatever.
which was a
Yeah.
shame, because the detention basin we're talking about it should never been built,
Well,
because it was.
We didn't do it.
overkill. There's two detention bases in that project already.
yeah. Oh, okay, so if you wanna,
Yeah, I'll email guys something
Sure.
that works for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah,
We'll take a look at it.
I know it's summer vacation for a lot of.
Yeah.
Everybody,
right,
And if we get the plans from Mike, that'd be great. We can
and I'll have the
feel-
plans from
Yeah.
Mike and,
there you go.
you know, do.
Okay. That sounds good.
And when I go to start clearing a larger portion, Steve would present,
Yeah, we do an NOI or an RDA,
Yeah,
depending on how far he is from wetlands, like,
Right.
the ultimate ideal is to turn this back into some kind of like agricultural use.
Mm.
And ideally with the entrance here, like that's what
Yeah,
he wants, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Understood,
that's
but
what the use was.
we can't.
And
I don't know.
so we're not asking for, they keep saying, I'm gonna build a subdivision here, which is totally untrue.
Well,
I don't think you could do a subdivision and have the entrance in another town.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, the earliest I'm available is the week of the 13th of July, so I don't know what you guys
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
were shooting for, but.
Sometime. Maybe next month.
Yeah, mid-July.
Sure, he'll set something up and let you know and
Yeah.
we'll do something. Okay. Sounds good.
To switch tracks a little bit, I'm very concerned about the most important resource we have in town, which is water. All these little streams and wetlands eventually dump into the.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And the Scantic's in bad shape. There's high levels of E. coli. I've spoken with the Connecticut River Association. They're concerned. We're gonna be doing some testing to see how high the levels are. And also, the other point I want to bring up, there's a farm near the solar fields on Mill Road. They only irrigated for 1 or 2 days the other day, which wasn't a long period. But in previous years, they've literally drained the river dry. You know,
Oh,
where raccoons go out and eat all the mussel.
Well, they need to have, to pull from the river, they have to have a DEP water
Which they
flow permit.
don't.
They don't have that. I'll say even if they're
Well-
pumping the river dry, they're in excess of what.
They do pump it really, really low.
Yeah.
Fix all the.
Last summer, I seen it get down to probably about 3
that
inches.
sounds like something that we should call a DEP.
I have.
File a
They
complaint.
say talk to the local commission.
Well,
And check to see if he has a permit. And if he has a permit,
all right,
it's farming. There has to be a meter on his pump. And they're only allowed to pump like 90,000 gallons.
so which,
Routes, which we're in now.
Yeah.
So you're going down Mill Road, the solar farm on the left, right before the border?
well, there's two of them there.
It's across from the solar fields. It's, I think, 142. It's the old window.
You're talking about that, the little farm.
Lease it to the farmer is from
Yeah.
Meadowbrook.
Right, okay.
And
Oh.
I'm not against farming, I'm not against the farmer, but I'm against drying up the river, which I've seen happen numerous times.
Yeah.
And the noise of those pumps, I mean, if I have my windows open, it's hard to sleep at.
Hmm.
If they're that close, so I suppose I could go under a DC decibels, but I just
Yeah,
don't
right
wanna see
there.
the river suck dry.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bonnie, we should have some information on that, right? Did they have to file anything when they put those solar fields in next to?
well, it's not the solar field. He's talking the farm land
Oh,
across the
sorry. I
street.
keep thinking solar. Oh,
No, they're
all right.
pulling the water
There
for
is-
irrigation.
On the solar field farm their side, there is a 10 acres that kind of hook around the solar field.
Yeah.
He grows corn, and he waters that too.
Yeah, but mainly it's the one across the street
I mean, I have trouble
on the
believing,
corner of Carmody.
I have trouble believing one farmer has drained the Scantic to that level by himself.
You
It's
know
gotta be-
how he can?
One farmer, the whole Scantic?
Have you seen the pump he has?
No.
No, I'm just thinking out loud, basically. I'm not saying yes or no. I'm just thinking out
The
loud.
water was already.
The Scantic
Yeah,
River
there've been some-
headwaters start near Munson and upper Smith Road. It's 38 miles long till it reaches the Connecticut River.
Yeah, right.
6 miles in Hampden. And the tributaries, the water test for the E. coli will be taken where the tributaries like Laughing Brook, Westbrook.
Yeah, we know about the, yeah.
Yeah,
So we
just not to interrupt that, but we were at the select board meeting last week. They had a presentation on, who was that? Stormwater,
Yeah, they have
whatever,
a
and
plan.
they were talking about that.
Yeah. I will make contact with the selectmen then, because I don't want to see this continued. It's, we're all worried so much about these wetlands. That's the major source.
Is there anything we could do?
We could get in contact with the owner,
Well, it's Meadowbrook,
Meadowbrook Farm.
Yeah, they're leasing the property.
yeah. They lease that farm, that property.
You have
from-
pictures of that pump you're talking about?
You can see it from the road.
They're leasing so much property around.
Volume pump. They had two pumps other years. I'm probably know the river better than anyone in town. I have land upstream from that.
Okay.
My section of, there's freshwater mussels by the.
Russ, where's the pump?
Here?
Yeah.
Is this the property?
This is the farmland here, and this is a.
Also probably pumping back.
So they're pumping right from here. Area number 20
Oh, okay.
is my other property.
Oh,
So I'm in this is a property of
Yeah.
my family's trust.
yeah,
And
So where's the pump visible from? Mill Road?
downstream from me in that.
so on Mill Road. I
On Mill
guess.
Road? You
By
can
the
see it?
bridge?
The pump would be, it's pumping right out of here.
That's,
Pump is here, and then last year they had two pumps, one here and one here. And they have no permits and no
So-
meters.
right below that 25, that's where the bridge is.
Yeah,
Right below, the bridge is right here.
yeah, I know the bridge is.
This is the river, and the bridge would be right here.
Okay,
I know some people at DEP. I could probably
Yeah.
bend the ear and get some answer.
Well, you can, if you Google some stuff, you can see there's limits of. But to find out a limit, you have to have a meter.
Yeah, no, there's a whole permit process that these guys don't even deal with.
Yeah,
It goes
right.
through- Goes through DEP
Right,
itself.
yeah,
It's a,
but-
you know, permit
but-
to do it, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys get copied on those water withdrawal permits, so you know what's going on or not. I have no idea.
I just see it.
You guys see that stuff?
Something a lot of.
Yeah, okay.
Once the water is low, the raccoons go out, they eat all the clams, they eat all the frogs, they eat everything in sight.
We'll follow up on it.
Yeah, we'll look into it.
And I'll update you on the water test that will been taking this summer.
Yeah.
Cause I think the E. coli, they're above acceptable levels now. They're over 575 per million right now.
Yeah.
In the river. And it's just, my kids swim in with my grandkids, more of my grandkids than my kids. And,
Well, that's what they said at the presentation
I mean.
for the
this river-
stormwater that,
This river is like a gem that we don't even.
Oh, yeah.
oh, I know.
I used to walk up and down as a kid and pull trash out of it.
Kid,
Yeah,
so
I
much
go
sediment
kayaking
washed out from
downstream.
Glendale Road and areas like that. Kids used to jump off the Chapin Road Bridge. It was 10 feet, 8 feet of water.
Oh,
Kids used to jump off the Mill Road Bridge.
yeah,
It was 8 feet of water.
Mhm.
Now there's
Yeah,
3 feet
right.
of water.
if that.
When that guy drains it, I have like 2 or 3 feet of water at my property on number 20. When I walk behind my house, which is located here, back to the river, you can see where it visibly is a wet area that
Mhm.
was wet, before it got drained quickly. And now there's only a foot of water in the river. The river is very small for the first, most of Hampden.
Right.
It doesn't really widen
Right.
out till Connecticut.
I mean, there's been a continual drop in the levels of the Scantic over time, I believe, because
Well,
Yeah.
Bailey,
partly the winters we get
Right.
aren't producing enough accumulation, and then when the spring
every
comes.
year for the last 10 or 15 years, it's a hotter year, which.
Right.
It's evaporating that river quickly.
Right.
Right, correct.
So I'm just very concerned about it.
Yeah, should be. Yeah, okay. We'll look into that.
Same here, yeah.
Didn't know about it.
I think it's odd too, that they say we have E. coli, but we don't have any plan to how do we get rid of it? It's like Time Bond presents, it's like,
Well, you
well,
gotta find the source.
Right.
It's a septic, comes from septic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of got
Well,
the impression it might have been.
they said,
Oh,
Farming,
yeah,
Yeah.
it can come from farming if the animals are allowed to track to the river.
Right.
There's a lot of wash up, but there's not a farm upstream.
Right.
There's no farms left except for this one that the guy's leasing. And the other thing is, I mean, he puts on what he uses for fertilizer, I've seen the bags, is urea. It's 93-0-0. That's the nitrogen and the phosphorus and potassium.
That's the other thing that they
That
said.
leaks into the water. That's why downstream of that property, there's algae blooms.
Yeah, and it's high nitrogen down there. They said that, yep. But they did say that it has been investigated, stormwater related, and there are no illegal discharges upstream.
Well,
So,
it's most likely coming from people that, a lot of people don't fix their septics, or they don't pump their septics, and a lot of houses were allowed in 20 years ago, when a lot of that area was built north of Lappinbrook,
yeah,
you know. It has, and one of my concerns, and nothing against La Casabella, they have great food.
Yeah.
But when that foot septic put in, there's a lot of gray area there. There's a big septic right behind the.
yeah, we know, we went through that.
You know where the septic, you know how close the Santic River is there?
Mhm,
How
we know.
close you think it is?
I know,
The monument.
we know where,
In the buffer zone.
I know,
So that could be the main source right there. I'm not saying, and I'm nothing
I know.
against the people at
No.
that complex,
I understand.
but I mean, things like that, when that septic system was put in,
Well,
it's very,
well,
very
it's
gray area.
a brand new one. It's only a couple years old now.
But if that's where the source is coming, we'll find out. That's where the
Well, they do,
it's gonna be done downstream.
they do test it, so,
Upstream, downstream, you know, and
Yep.
it jumps up, it's.
Well, I mean, some of those septics are probably at the point where they're failing too, at this point.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
I mean,
I was thinking.
well, anyway. We have anything else we need to?
Well, I think just to close our time with Russ, I
Yeah.
think you should go over, so we all get it, because the monument plan needs to be done by September 15th.
Right, okay,
That's only. a few
okay.
months. So
go ahead.
make sure everyone,
Sure.
okay, so
So the dates changed on the monuments?
No,
no, that's the same.
Monuments
Okay,
September.
well, the other one got moved to May.
Yes.
yes,
Planting.
right, yes.
so this is attached to your copy there.
Okay,
And this is what we require for signage.
okay,
And this has to be completed, meaning you have to do this, you have to pay for this. By,
Get somebody to do it.
yeah, get someone to do this and pay for them to do it, by September 15th.
okay.
Is there an electronic copy of this too? I don't need a hard copy of the whole, EO.
On the
Oh,
whole
yeah,
thing?
yeah, I can send it to you.
Is it in here, the signage,
Yeah, it's attached to that.
like certain size, does it state where it faces, how, which way to face it and all that?
Yeah, you have this, right?
Okay, I gotta look this up.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's standard, or well, we're all kind of.
Is it on the last page? On the last page of your document, check right now.
What before it, this whole thing.
Yeah, send me a second.
I see, it looks like what he's holding up. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
So yeah, that has to be completed.
To this code,
What is it?
to this code.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
So, yeah.
let me look it over. I'm sure it's reasonable.
And then the revegetation plan, which you're working on, that has to be completed by May 31st.
So installed by then, so I'd have to.
Yeah.
Complete the plan and get it approved by you guys at some point,
And the payment.
later in the summer or fall or whatever, that you can arrange
Right before, yeah.
Okay,
the implementation.
Fair enough.
okay,
so that's all good. That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted, the perms are very nice people, you know,
no doubt, I'm not,
and, you know, I haven't been on this property much in the last 25 years. My two daughters live up there. I don't live up there. I don't patrol and see, you know, I mean, it's more like neighborhood watch than me, you know. But I understand
Yeah, I mean, that's up to you if you.
property, I'm responsible, but I didn't want to get into, and I talked to Dean months ago and I said, you know, do you want me to have my letters, my lawyer send you a letter? we kind of agreed, let's settle this without lawyers.
Okay, good.
I'd rather spend money on the restoration plan than a lawyer.
Yes, absolutely. Good.
I think we.
Yeah.
Accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
I know I got a lot off my chest. I'll be probably at most all the next meetings.
Okay.
I die. So Bonnie, I'll be here.
Okay.
All right, that's fine. Sure. Well, thank you for coming and
But I'm mainly.
Looking this out.
I think just to get this rolling and straightened out, I'm probably gonna be here the next 6 meetings anyway.
okay, that's fine.
And I'll update you, you know, I've
Yeah,
got some people there, I mean. Connecticut, Scannick River Watershed, I mean, we got such a beautiful resource, we're not.
I know.
It's night and day.
Yep.
Go down there, there's a park, there's parks, there's
I
canoeing, there's picnicking, and,
down there all the time.
people in Hampden are like, don't even know the river exists,
Yeah, I know.
and it's such an important.
Well, the
resource.
VFW does, I can confirm that.
Yeah, that's true.
She knows too.
I do.
They have a great-
I do know.
we have
She's protecting it.
Major events in the river. I mean,
Yep.
there's the
Yep,
kids-
absolutely. I go every year.
My kids and grandkids have gone to for 50 years,
Good stuff.
but I think we're all here for the same purpose, because. You know, none of us want to see. Or contaminated water in town.
Okay, well,
Okay.
thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good one,
everybody. All right, take care, guys.
See you.
Bear with me, I don't talk too much.
It's okay.
You're all good, Russ. Have a good one.
Productive meeting, thank you.
Have a good night.
Okay, we want to talk about McKenzie. Chapin Road.
Yeah, just update everybody.
Oh, the CR.
Yeah, that's all set? No.
No.
Oh, the 109 acres on Chapin Road. It's not yet, the CR is not yet ready to be signed. I got a call from Landy Wilder yesterday, and they will definitely have it ready for our July.
Okay,
And Russ, you know, his property, his 100 acres back up to that. But he's not comfortable with this, with a CR, so
oh, really?
they're working with him on
Oh,
different avenues to protect the land.
what's his problem with the CR?
It's not my business,
I
I
know.
don't know.
He said they were difficult to work.
Oh. They are. Okay. Okay,
Is that all for that one?
That's it.
Okay.
Ian Murphy, we did the South Ridge,
Yep.
Jonathan Ridge.
And
Question letter.
lastly, I put the letter from Jonathan of 530 Glendale in all your folders, so if you want to read that. You haven't already.
that's the email that you sent, right?
Yeah,
I read.
so I did what you guys voted on. I contacted the his attorney directly with a response, just asking, you know, before we pursue a legal route, they voted to inquire about where the agriculture occurs and what it is specifically. And you can read what he said.
Yeah.
I also, at least what I'm getting from it is I specifically said in a lot of my letters to him before, I said the things that Gina submitted before don't directly give direct evidence per se, but they led us to investigate the property and other potential violations came to light. I said that very specifically, but I think he is kind of reiterating that we said Gina's points have no evidence, but that's beside the point because that's in writing. But just to let you know, that's why he said that in there. So yeah, I think. Oh, I also talked to Brian, our town administrator, about this, and he said before we get the attorney involved, the new attorney, our new town attorney is going to be here July. So we'll just have to wait for the attorney to come before bringing it to the select board. And also just to, he said, have the commission take into consideration, because you're probably gonna have to go in front of the select board to do this. You know, the financial burden, because the town attorney is hourly and you know, they're not on. I don't know what the term.
Retainer.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were.
No,
Is this KP?
I don't know.
Okay.
They used to be.
Oh, cause I watch the select board meetings every week, and I think they had talked about getting KP. Cause I'm waiting for them to look at the bylaw that I worked on, that's why I've been following it.
Yeah, I specifically asked because of that.
Yeah, no,
They're
thank you.
They're hourly.
Okay,
So, yeah, so I guess if you want to vote tonight or the final vote based on all this, and feel free to.
I mean, we work for the town. What does the town want to do with this? I mean, that's where I come from.
Right, I mean, in my opinion, when you bring to the select board, they're probably just gonna say, well, it's what you guys vote on, you have the power for this.
Okay.
You know, I'm sure they'll inquire things and you'll be like, oh, are you sure? Like, show us all these things, but, you know, it is your vote.
So my question goes back to the bylaws issued that the whole town was in agreement with, that we are allowed to go on property to inspect based upon, you know, the resources, the natural. So what's the ruling with that? That's just what, for show? That's not real? Or what does that mean?
The rows.
So are they removing that? Is it
No,
being removed?
that's staying in. I was confused about it too, but our previous attorney she explained it. That is in the bylaws. Conditionally, like if someone has set up an NOI or RDA with us, they have checked the box that the commission is now allowed to do all the things in the bylaw, go on the property when they want.
Okay, so we should rephrase that then.
That's what I'm saying, and that's
Okay.
why in the future, we might wanna.
Yes.
amend that. But it's confusing to me because pretty much every town in Massachusetts has that word, just to let you know. Yeah, you know, whatever Fourth Amendment it is.
So
Trumps that.
once they file with us for whatever reason or something, that gives us permission to go there whenever we need to.
Specifically,
So in this case, he has not filed anything. Other than the previous solar project, which is,
tree clearing thing count? Because he filed that,
That's with the state.
Yeah, that's what this.
That's not.
Yeah.
that's a little different.
yeah. Okay.
So I mean, yeah, I get that the wording is annoying in the bylaw, but that's, you know, that's where we're at. So. Again, you have the packet of evidence in your folders and if you want to talk it over, go ahead, but I think this is the time to put it to a final vote. Figure out what you want to do. Weighing, you know, all the things that are gonna come with this.
This is kind of off topic. Did we ever get clarification on the agriculture thing?
No, they deny,
No,
and
he said go pound sand.
I can show you the email.
No, I'm glad, I was wondering because I did a little bit of homework on 61.
Mhm.
And it seems like, you need 5 acres of land, et cetera, et cetera. This isn't just this property. I'm just trying to understand the chapter program in general. And it seems like, can you classify an entire lot? Or is anybody actually ever use an entire lot? Because I remember with Judy talking about this piece of property in particular, and she said, no land, no property ever uses 100%, even for agriculture. So I'm just trying to like wrap my head around that. I know that's separate from the violation thing. I just was trying to understand it myself.
No, the way the provisions, the agricultural provisions of the
Yeah.
Wetland Protection Act work, it's not the entire piece of land it's
Right.
only the specific places where agriculture is happening. So if that happens to be the whole area, sure.
So is that separate from the wetland regulations versus the chapter? Because I know it's like almost the entire lot is being classified as 61A.
The chapter classification is separate.
Oh, from the wetland
Yeah.
thing. Okay, that was okay.
Yes, it's separate.
A little confused on that.
I mean, in my personal belief, I think this should be tabled until, what'd you say, there's a new attorney coming on board?
Yeah, well, I mean, continue what you're gonna say, but I mean, the new attorney's gonna be here in a couple of weeks, so I think having a vote ready, you know, because.
I mean, my fear is, whatever is ruled on it establishes a precedent.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
so as soon as we say, okay, forget it, it basically comes down to anyone can see the steps that was taken to prevent us from doing anything on
Mhm.
behalf of the town.
Mhm.
So that it doesn't stop anyone else from taking the same type of steps. And that's my only fear is that, you know, once we decide, okay, then everyone else can be like, well, look, this is what you have to do, you know, so that's the only part where I'm, you know, have questions.
My personal opinion on this is I'd like to just wash our hands of it. No offense to all the effort that you've done, but just in this case, but like he said, it's gonna set a precedent. I don't want to do that. So. Because like you said, other people are gonna see this and
My vote's no. Same as last time.
What is it?
My vote's no, same as last time. I just don't think we have enough, like he says, we don't decide probable cause, but you know what I do for a side job? That's what I'm looking at. Do we have enough? I don't think so. That's why I'm staying with no.
I totally get what you're saying. The only thing I continually struggle with, I'm like, what is probable cause then? How are you supposed to get it?
That they're more than likely, which all we're going off, unfortunately, is hearsay.
hearsay, more or less.
But then how does the Conservation Commission work?
Exactly. That's why he said it's opening up a can of worms.
Yeah.
Is
Like,
it,
look at me, I put a lot of money into my property. Like, it could have done something else. No.
is it considered probable cause, though? We had, you know, Ty and Bond actually went out there and saw it. I mean, I'm the one who gathered the information. I'm just saying,
Mhm.
is it really hearsay if they said, what is this? We were out there. It was,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just
in the
saying,
past,
gathered the information. I just
Right,
piled
right.
it.
in the past, it was, you know, if a neighbor saw something and they reported it to the commission, we had an obligation to follow it up.
Yeah.
So if we're not allowed to follow it up, then what's the point? I don't get it.
Renders the commission useless.
Well, the commission usually followed it up by, going to that neighbor's house or another one and then looking at the property
Yeah,
Okay.
from somebody else's.
that can be done too.
Giant piece of land, how are you supposed to do?
But, right,
You can't. There's no legal way.
maybe one person on the north end, you can see a little bit, but
That's what's wrong.
yeah, I know.
Well, we got muck boots.
Let's try.
I don't know.
Do anything safe. Okay. So, yeah. Talk as much as you want, because this will probably, you know, be an endeavor. So, I think you should probably go where you want to.
Okay, well, I think it should be brought up legally with the attorney at least. Since they're involving attorney, shouldn't we involve ours?
We already have, you know, talked to Rose about it.
And they just said, forget it. That's what they said. Forget the
No,
whole thing.
she told me to do all the things I've been doing.
Yeah.
To continue talking and, you
Yeah.
know, try to show them why you want to do this before actually, you know, going to court and everything like that. Another thing Brian said is that, you know, we could, you know, once we have a new attorney, I'll talk to them too, because they could also say something.
I'd be curious their interpretation on
Yeah,
what it says in
you
the
know,
wetland about,
Yeah.
that's my thought then. Wait for the new attorney and talk to them first. Get their opinion.
But
And then-
ultimately, and you know, she told me it's your vote.
Yes, no,
So
right,
You gotta vote on what to do.
but that's what I'm saying.
But if we're not allowed to do anything, we can vote all we want. Doesn't mean anything's gonna happen. We're just gonna get more of these letters.
Well, we're not gonna send it, I'm not gonna talk to them anymore. Like, we're done with that, so.
Okay.
The
So,
email says they're not talking to us anymore
Yeah,
either,
so what, you know,
It's either, I guess, you dismiss it or you continue, you wanna, you know,
okay.
I guess, go to court or start the process.
What about Greg's idea of table?
Till the lawyer's here and then talk to the lawyer.
Run it by them.
Just get a feel for it and then,
Because the bylaw doesn't say only if an NOI is filed, you know?
I think it's just because the Fourth Amendment, or whatever amendment it is, trumps that, you know?
Then why does it exist at all? It never should have been written that way.
Who wrote the bylaw?
I mean,
And if every town has the same thing in their bylaws, how come every town has the same thing if it's not allowed?
I know, and that's why I'm confused, like, she said it's, you know, like federal, state, and then our town bylaws, like, that's the hierarchy, so that's why I'm confused and why it says that, if there is that hierarchy.
I thought a state could be more,
I mean, a town.
yeah, like,
The state over supersedes the town, but they don't want any part of this.
yeah, they said they sent it back to us.
Yeah.
And what was his reasoning? Did he say there wasn't enough to go on?
He said,
That's it.
yeah, he, you know, he doesn't want to get into the specific, because he doesn't want me to say, well, Mark Simpson said this, you know,
Hmm.
but he, you know, indirectly kind of told me, like, he would follow up on it, and he said it's not as big of an issue for DEP to take it over.
Yeah. Personally, you probably would. Yeah. But
I mean, I get the whole take.
I don't know, I make a motion to table this until next month.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
One more.
What's another month?
I understand the precedent thing though.
Yeah,
It's like,
right.
keep in mind, it all goes downhill. So that gentleman's talking about E. coli. It's like,
Well, I know,
you know, it's hard. How do you weigh it?
but I don't want,
He
I did.
second, we all,
It's a hard
Yeah.
call.
I don't want other people seeing this whole thing and say, oh, well, he did it, I can do this too.
Right.
That's all.
I mean, it was, you know, something was brought, a neighbor said something, and it was brought to our attention because you were the neighbor.
No, well,
Well, I brought it to your attention because of the tree clearing plan and I said, oh,
yeah,
and then I said, oh, wait.
different issue.
And the
Other neighbors too had also mentioned things
Yes.
past, so it was not just specifically you, but
No.
yes, you followed up on it later, but. Yeah, I mean, I don't
I
know.
mean, we have DEP, we got Ty and Bond, we got the commission when all that was going on. It's a hard call. Like I said, I respect whatever commission decides.
Next month, you know,
And maybe,
guess we'll be finalized then.
Scott and your mom will be here too, and at least get two more voices.
Yeah.
When I saw Scott, it depends on, as you know, his whole foot is being operated on. He's gonna be tied up for 6 weeks, but he could still Zoom it.
That's what I told him.
Mm.
But he's actually, that's a good point. He was at that presentation.
Mhm.
And I said that to him because he's having that today.
Oh,
Oh, it's
And I said, unless you're under the weather, you can zoom in. He says, oh yeah, that's a good point. So he must be under the weather.
not the day of, is that correct?
That's what I'm saying. So that, I just remembered that part. Yeah.
My mother would zoom in, but she's not very good with,
I had to teach mine, I get it.
technology like that.
I do have one question though. So worst case scenario, in my opinion, you guys decide not to vote, pursue it. It's closed. What would happen in 6 months' time if something else happens?
to reopen. It's a new thing.
Okay.
So we have anything else to go over? You know of?
We did get and we don't have to discuss it at all tonight, but, there's a woman that lives on 420 Main Street. The, old bulky house, I don't know if you knew him, next to Dana Pitchley. It doesn't really.
I don't know where Dana's is either. So.
But in any event, she lives right on the river and she has 4 trees that are dead.
Yeah.
And then she has another one as well between her house and Dana's. And of course, he is a tree warden.
Yeah.
But she ran into Judy Brewer because Judy belongs to the garden club with this woman. And Judy told her to file a RDA, and we got that yesterday, so
Okay,
I'll put it in the paper.
Yeah.
And she will be into our July meeting.
okay. So is this down the Laughing Brook end or
No, it's right. It's dead center in the middle of Main Street. You know where Jane Bedinkowitz lived?
kind of?
Well, it's going this way, a few houses.
Oh, okay.
She has a white picket fence in the front.
I assume she just wants to
Cut the trees.
cut the trees down to the base and.
Yeah, she doesn't want to
Good.
pull
Okay.
Yeah, that's
them,
what.
stump them, no.
Yeah. All right, that's it. Anything else, anybody?
The next meeting is July 15th.
Yes.
No specials between now and then.
No, unless Steve,
Yeah, he
It's
said
all of us.
something, yeah.
then we go do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have to go see that other lady or that guy. Theirs were okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we can wait till the next meeting for the CR to be signed. Wasn't there a timeline she had?
Yeah, but July is okay.
July is still okay?
Yeah,
15th
that's,
meeting?
I
The
think,
last-
I think it was like August 1st or something like
Yeah.
that. that She had to have it done.
All right, so.
Mhm.
Oh, also last thing, something Brian also reiterated to me, with dealing with any of these issues, members of the commission can't talk about them amongst each other. It's outside of, it's like any issue.
Right.
Just to let you, you can talk to either of us, but that's it.
Well, it's the open meeting.
Yep.
All right.
I make a motion to close the meeting at 7:22.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.